Old and Achy here with another Halo 4 campaign mission walkthrough, and today I'm going to show you how to get the first of the two weekly campaign challenges for the week of October 14th through the 20th, which is namely Reclamation, which requires you to complete the Reclaimer mission on Legendary difficulty with Mythic, Tilt, Tough Luck and Thunderstorm skulls activated. So here we are setting up the mission. That's Reclaimer. There are the 4 skulls that we need as I scroll through them. Okay, and I don't need any more. Legendary difficulty, and off we go with the start of the mission. Now this is a pretty skip heavy mission. Skips and tactics, techniques that were developed and refined by the Mythic community, the speedrunners, and the campaign glitchers. I thank them all for their contributions to this. I don't use all of them, but I use a lot of the skips and techniques, and I'll be naming them as I do them. And right off the bat, we're going to use one here at the start of the mission. Normally, you would go right to the Mammoth and go up to see Commander Lasky, but we're going to go left here and run along this ridge, a combination of sprinting and bunny hopping, to the end of the ridge. Come on down and go ahead and go past these 2 flat rocks that look like cow pies, and turn around and come back. And we notice that that Captain Del Rio's comm lights up, and that actually is an indication that the Mammoth is ready to roll. And we'll go ahead and jump back in, and we essentially started the Mammoth rolling a few seconds earlier than if we'd have done it with a normal mission start. Okay, I'm back here and grab a jetpack, and I'm swapping out my useless AR for the sniper rifle, which I will use, and jump up here, jump the jetpack up here to right in front of the antenna, and watch the 3 pelicans off in the distance there. Supposedly they are to put a target designator on the first particle cannon. And when the Mammoth comes into view and with a line of sight on the mini-Mac, it takes the cannon out. But best laid plans. They get a little too close. The cannon fires. The first pelican goes spinning off into the distance. The 2 and 3 get vaporized. And now we have to go get the target designator to put a light up the target on the cannon. Now as soon as Commander Lasky says Covenant digging in on the ridge tops, that's our cue to do a sprint jump jetpack boost and coast off of the Mammoth, and then follow this path along to the right. And this is a bit of a speed running approach to getting to the target designator. Normally you would just ride it out in the Mammoth and then take a hog to try to get to it. This is actually coming in sort of like the back door. And notice I'm running to this small rock. I'm going to run, jump jetpack up here to this ledge. Okay. And then jump jetpack straight up to the top. And then immediately sprint off to the far end. And then jetpack right at the last second to slow my descent. And run along the edge of the stream up and over the pelican there, the crashed pelican. Put the first shot on the target designator with the target designator on the cannon, and jump down to this rock. Jetpack up to this flat rock right here, and as soon as I hit the flat rock, I sprint right to the ghost and jump in and take off back for the Mammoth. Into the Mammoth and jump out. Run up here. Up on the D-pad brings up the designator, by the way. As soon as it's fully recharged, I fire off another shot with the target designator and light up the cannon. The mini-Mac hits it again. And that takes care of the first particle cannon. With tilt on it, takes 2 shots to take out a cannon. 2 shots on the mini-Mac. Okay, notice I waited there a couple seconds before I jumped back in the ghost. There is a Covenant sniper out there somewhere with a beam rifle, and I wanted to make sure I was out of his line of sight. Didn't want to be taken out. As soon as this ramp comes down, okay, we're off and running to run a gauntlet of 2 phantoms and a bunch of cubbies on the ground. Just follow this path, kind of sideways up the hill here. Coast for a couple of seconds, get full boost back, and then take off again. More or less up the middle, but right around here, move a little bit left, using those barricades as cover, and then back to the right. And then once you get up around here, you've successfully run the gauntlet. Now there are times when I've taken less fire, there's times when I've taken more fire, but generally I make it. Okay, we take the ghost up to this little gap here, and then boost and press the jump key and hold it. That lifts the nose of the ghost up, so we can get up over those rocks fairly easily. And now we're headed for the force field. And instead of having to go through a major firefight to take out 3 power sources that are well guarded by cubbies and ghosts and even a wraith there, or the third one, I'm going to use an old trick here. Yep, jump out to the right, which is to jump out of a vehicle right through a solid object. And that's a pretty easy thing to do. With the ghost, just sidle it up like that, and then look right, and you'll jump out right through the force field. So now, next up, we got to take out that second particle cannon, and then supposedly get into a major battle to take out a lich. But the first thing here we're going to do is we're going to take out the second particle cannon, and as soon as Commander Lasky's comm becomes active, I'm going to bring up the target designator, fire off the first shot at the particle cannon, jump on this ghost, which I almost forgot to do there, take it up this path. We're going to work our way up this little flat spot up here, right about here. Okay, jump out and run back here, run right into this rock face, and then jetpack, and that actually gives us a little bit extra boost up to this little ledge here. And bring up the target designator, which is up on the D-pad, take the shot, and immediately go up to this ledge right here, and then lich appears, and then we jump off and jetpack down. Oh, hard landing there. To the lich. This is something I saw Naked Eli do, this particular route to get to the lich. And 1 whack, and 2 shots with a sniper rifle, and that takes care of the lich. The route that I took is Naked Eli took, and I have found that to be the safest approach to taking that lich out. Okay, notice I brought the nose up again off that ghost when I boosted it up off the rock there. I did not want to plant the nose in the ground. Alright, waiting for this invisible wall to disappear, which it does. And then off and running with the ghost again. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it up here to the edge of this first big acid stream, or whatever it is. I do know that if you jump into it, you will die almost immediately. Alright, jump, jetpack, boost and coast, boost and coast, boost and coast across the other side. And we're going to kind of do that for all these little streams here. Jump, jetpack. That one's a short one, so we didn't have to worry about it too much. Alright, this one here, I'm running up to the high ground. It makes the jump and jetpack across a little bit easier. Here, jump, jetpack, boost and coast, and run down to this direction. Alright, run, jump, and jetpack. Across. And I think we got 2 more streams to go here. Same thing here, sprint, jump, jetpack, boost and coast. Across here.
We don't just shut down.
Same thing here, this one's pretty easy. And what this does is it shaves about 10 or 15 seconds off the run. I could have stayed in the mammoth and let the mammoth roll all the way up this path. But this does shave a few seconds off the run. There is another skip that I saw No Eyes 10 do, and that I've done in the past on other runs, where I actually boost a ghost across a big chasm, and about halfway across jump out, and then use the jetpack, boost and coast to get across to the other side. But to get set up for that skip, It takes a little bit of delicate maneuvering with the Ghost, and it is tricky, so I decided to go the safer route for this walkthrough and use the jump across the asset stream approach. Now what we're trying to do here is get up to a point right at the beginning of Sniper Alley, right about there, where we get a checkpoint and then turn around and come back the other way. Use the jetpack when necessary. Get up and over these rocks. So, and we'll just sprint and bunny hop along the cliff face here until we get all the way back towards the end. Okay, and we're going to do a little jump jetpack here. By that I mean jump and immediately jetpack. Same thing here. And here I'm going to press my face into the rock face and jetpack, get that extra boost all the way up here. And then do a sprint, jump, jetpack, and then boost and coast, boost and coast, boost and coast across. Run right into this rock face, boom, and then jetpack up and over. Get out of that soft kill zone. Very little jetpacking there got me that big jump. And then go ahead and jump down here using the jetpack to slow the descent. And then here I'm going to do a jumping jetpack, and this is a little tricky. I didn't make it the first time. What you've got to do is you've got to almost simultaneously hit the jump key and the jetpack boost. There we go. This time I make it. Alright, and I'm going to swap out my sniper for a my BR, and then poke my nose to the wall, aim a little right, step back, sprint, jump, and then jetpack and coast, jetpack and coast, jetpack and coast, jetpack and coast. And I do it right, I get across the other side, and jump up here, and then jump jetpack up to here, and then sprint, jump jetpack across here. And we've just skipped the entire Sniper Alley battle, which is a major pain in the butt when you've got Mythic, Tilt, Thunderstorm, and Tough Luck on. Almost impossible to take out the elites and the Promethean Knights. So it takes a little practice to get across that chasm, but it's well worth it to skip that really nasty battle, especially with these skulls on. So I would recommend practicing that until you get the timing down, because it will come in handy in any future, in this run or any future run of Reclaimer.
This elevator should take us directly
especially
to the
on solo.
Infinity provided. Almost like those Sentinels wanted us to get the particle cannons.
And by the way, if you miss the jump, the checkpoint will take you right back to the beginning of Sniper Alley, so you can just keep trying. That way you can practice. Okay, down the elevator, out the doorway. Go through this entrance, through this doorway. Do not go left. That's just a diversion with that Sentinel. Just keep going straight. Okay, through this open doorway, make a right here. We're headed for the particle cannon network room. There's 2 more particle cannons we have to deal with. We took 2 of them out, and we're going to get the other 2 offline in this room. Notice the waypoint down there at the end lighting up. That's a terminal that we're going to put Cortana into so she can get into the system and take those particle cannons offline. There we go. So while she does that, I'm going to turn around and go back the other way. Now, I cannot hear what's being said while I'm doing the voiceover, so I'm just sort of guessing, but Cortana takes the cannons offline and then asks Infinity if they see that, and then something in the system grabs her, and when that happens, we've got to go find her.
Cortana.
And light bridge appears, and now we got to go sprinting across here. Sprint, 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 run, bunny hop, whatever. Into this alcove, make a little left turn, make a little right turn here, run through here, do a jump jetpack down here, go through the open doorway here, into the light, and this is the beginning of a multi-minute cutscene where the librarian Remnant explains about the didact and boosts the Chief's DNA, his shielding, all kinds of stuff, so he can defeat the Didact. That's what's happening here. I skipped the whole cutscene, but now that we're coming out of it, we have a boosted Chief, and then immediately run over here, wait for this waypoint to appear, grab Cortana, turn back to the left, jetpack across over here, and go ahead and just walk down to the end of the room. I'm waiting for my shields to come back. I didn't want to sprint down there. And I got a couple of crawlers firing at me, so I'm going to take them out. Okay, and then go ahead and jump over here, a little jetpack boost, throw a grenade, go through the open doorway, hang a left real quick until that door behind me closes, and then go ahead into the elevator. If I just went straight into the elevator, they would have been firing at me as the door closed and possibly taking me out.
It's a long story.
So that little left turn there is a little safety valve.
The librarian filled me in when
It's
she
a nice
snatched
little
me
thing
from
to
the system.
remember.
But what I don't know is what she did to you.
Alright, when we come down to the bottom here, we come out, make a right. We're going to run through this portal here, which will take us back to the outside and a major tank battle going on.
Sierra 117 to infinity. What's our status?
Whoa, I almost got right over my own tank. Now the idea here is to jump in that tank and go wipe out all the Cubbies, which includes a bunch of race and some ghosts and some fuel rod elites and grunts and such. But I'm going to bypass all that. And run up to this rock here, jump up here, and then press my face into the wall and jetpack up to get that little extra boost. Do the same thing here. Do the rock face and up this cliff. And here I'm gonna have to just do a regular jump jetpack because of that outcropping there. Straight up, like it to the top and then forward. Same kind of thing here. Anyway, by doing this, we bypass that big battle to get to 3 power cores to take out the force field. Notice a little soft kill zone there, but we're through it pretty quick. Alright, just keep following the same path as me. We'll be running through another soft kill zone right here, but we'll be out of that pretty quick. Jump down, use the jetpack to slow the descent when necessary, like so. And to jump the gaps, like so. Jump up, and jetpack again, up here, and I'm working my way around to the force field, up here, okay, and I'm trying to get myself right around on the other side of it, and then jump down, use the jetpack to slow descent, nice soft landing, do the same thing here. And then the screen will freeze, and off we go. We're going to the target designator. We're going to pick it up, and we're going to aim it at the. We're going to light up the gravity well, if you will, so the Infinity can take it out. Okay, here we go. Target designator. Light it up, and boom! And the Infinity is firing at the gravity well.
Shield's weakening. Keep it up.
And away it goes. There it goes, being obliterated. The Chief's looking at it, and he turns around and smugly walks away, and that is essentially the end of the mission. We go to a cutscene, which I'll skip, and we'll see the end of mission symbols down here in the lower right hand corner, followed by the challenge popping. I do hope this helps you in your quest for the weekly campaign challenge. This is Old and Achy signing off. Take care, everybody.